All
Go
right,
ahead.
I'm just gonna start and cut this part off. All right, welcome to the Waffle Up podcast. Now, it's been a long time since we came to you. I am Darian. I am with my good friend Tamark.
What's
Unfortunately,
up?
Stefford has decided that he didn't want to be a part of it. Love him to death. Still our best friend. We gotta make sure we talk about it. But we do have someone in his place. I would like to introduce my younger brother, someone who people say look like me. I don't see it. My younger brother, Derek. How you doing, Derek?
Doing pretty good. Glad to be here. I'm excited, a little nervous. You know what I mean? But all around,
Can't
this
be
is gonna
big
be fun.
nervous.
Okay, so let's talk about it because I said Derek, but we call him Mookie. He's trying to outgrow that name. As his brother, I probably won't ever call him anything different, but we're gonna call him Derek for professional reasons. Derek is not a shy person at all. Um, the way we started the Waffle Hut podcast before was we started about how we all met. So I think now will be a good time for Derek, one, for you to say how you met Tamark. I mean, obviously, you know how you met me. We came from the same person. Um, but how you met Tamark, and then Tamark, your encounter of how you met Derek. All right. So, Derek, you start.
uh, actually, I don't remember how we like where we actually first met. I don't remember it. But I met him through you. Uh, he was like one of your brothers. You brought him in, and he was around, and then
This
I
nigga
finally
really
started.
remembers stuff.
Yeah,
He
like
just
I
saying
start.
words. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Me and Mookie met first time ever at Pins. It had to be Pins.
Yeah, it
It
was. It
was
was
yeah,
pinned.
it was
Was it?
Pins,
Yeah.
downtown, and it was like, of course, Darian, me. I don't remember all who's there. Like I
So
have a horrible
so
memory.
uh it was a day we all went to Sean's house, me, you, AJ, and Maya. It was Maya right when she got into the Air Force.
Yeah.
And so we all decided like, hey, let's do something after this. And we all got in the car and we drove to Pins. Remember we raced down the
Wait.
highway.
I was about to say you got to add in the race that
Yeah.
that we
So
did.
we
Like it
had a
was,
thing with our siblings that we race wherever we're going. Like it's an actual race. Like we're going down
but
residential streets running stop signs. I might
allegedly for legal
al-
reasons. Let's add
allegedly
allegedly.
allegedly trying to get to the destination, and we're all racing, and we never actually talk about it either. We never go like, okay, we're about to race. Whoever gets there first. It's literally we get in the car and it's already understood there's about to be a race. So I'm in my Trailblazer, Mookie's in the Tahoe, AJ was in his Honda Accord, and Maya was in something else.
Nissan Maximum or
Yeah,
something like that,
Nissan
or
Maxima.
Optima or something.
I'm smoking them. Like, goodbye. Like, I don't want to see y'all again. I beat all of them there, as I normally
So,
do. Listen, the only person who came close was Maya, and that's because she literally, I stopped at a stop sign, and she pulls up next to me, smiles, and then pulls the hell off. So, yeah, Maya came close, but then once we got to the freeway, it was over. Like that's my bread and butter. I'm in and out of traffic. Y'all can try to catch up with me if y'all want. I'm downtown already.
Allegedly, everybody allegedly.
Allegedly,
allegedly, allegedly, throw that in there.
Allegedly, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
In my defense, on that whole race debacle, I was in my dad's truck and he had just bought some new 22s. And you know what I mean? They wasn't all calibrated right in the line. And he was like, "Hey, listen, if I let you take my truck out, you gotta be easy on it." So I didn't want to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like actually giving all I got. But yeah, nah. I think I actually lost that race out of everybody. Like I think everybody pulled up,
yeah.
and
No, we you lost. You lost.
yeah, I did.
Not
Matter of
not
fact, I
me.
was
You
so
lost.
slow in it. They were walking in, and I'm pulling up, and they already walking out. Like, now we're gonna go to the other place. Like, all right.
Oh my god.
All right. So fast forward to when we get inside.
Right,
We're
we done
doing our
gave
thing.
y'all's alleged illegal activities
I
in the
call up to Mark and I'm
background.
like, "Yo, Steffer's here with his friends. I'm here. Pull up. this is what we're doing today. All right,
Yep.
now to Mark, you go ahead and go because this
So
this genius doesn't even remember.
of course I pull up, and then I've known Darian years at this point, but I don't think I had met your family
Mm-mm.
except AJ in passing,
AJ and
and that
camera,
was kind of it. What?
AJ and camera.
Yep, yeah, that was it. And it was a shock to my system to meet Mookie. He's like, "Yeah, this is my brother," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I think Mookie had went to go get food at the
Aw.
time at this truck. It was a food truck out there, and he had took one of the blocks to the food truck and stood on it. So here's a Mookie, short as shit, standing on basically a booster chair to be level and order his food.
So
Um,
there's a picture out there actually
it
of me
is, yes.
standing next to him
I have to put it up. I have to
on
put
the
it up.
ground. I had to find it, but there's a picture of me standing next to him, actually standing on the ground, and he's standing on this block.
I think I was
But
still shorter
we're
than
not.
you too.
Nah, I think we just made it the same height.
Just made it. Yep. Just I think it's just barely made it. But I mean, since then, knowing Mookie, he's been in everything from any of my
Family.
videos on Twitch. Shout out Prone Games on Twitch.tv and YouTube as well. Mookie's always in the mix, but wouldn't have it any other way.
That's what I'm saying, man. We like a family now. It's like it's crazy how you know what I'm saying. You came in as just at first it was just like, oh, this is Joey's people's, you know what I mean, and then it was like, nah, that's my big brother, you know what I mean, like like I'm like, oh man, it's family now. So he gets on me just as much as my actual brother does.
Mookie, I met Mookie, and then from there things just took off in nothing but a upward trajectory.
Okay, so we gotta talk about Vegas the first time.
Oh my God. Hey.
Listen,
If we put Mavs on blast, that's
Let's talk about Vegas the first time. Because it's one where y'all got really close, but at the same time, it's like, oh my God, there was
that's true.
Yeah,
Because
he
me and
got- he
Mookie
got
did get
so
really close.
many-
That's like extended period of time with
Listen.
Mookie.
there's
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say,
many
he got
one-liners
the-
from that trip.
True.
you got to understand the true like who I really am. You know what I'm saying? Like
out of pocket
I
motherfucker.
definitely,
Like I was
yeah, like,
but it's like, that leads to like a deeper relationship with people anyways, like knowing who they truly are. So I was like, I was all for it. Oh my God.
Vegas was fun though. Vegas was fun.
Yeah, Vegas was mad fun. Mad fucking fun. I think who how do we start this? Like
I would start it with
let's just start it with we were playing Uno when Mookie won.
wait.
Oh,
'Cause
yes.
that won't
yeah.
give them like the full, what actually happened, right?
Okay.
So
let's start at the beginning. So basically we had a trip planned to Vegas. What was the trip? Was just the guys? No, it wasn't just the guys trip. It was
everybody.
Yeah, it was everybody.
Yeah, it was just a trip. We were like, let's go to Vegas. It'll be dope, blah, 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 blah. So we planned out this trip. But me at the time, I was single at the time for this trip. And it was just like, wow, a lot of stuff. So I'm single and everybody else is either in a relationship or like not bringing their significant other, but there are other people there. And I had brought a friend from years in my past so it was just kind of like, okay, this person hasn't seen me in a while, but they know of me. Oops, hit my microphone. They know of me and they know none of these people because they don't know any of my friends. But I was like, fine, because me and this person were like super cool, jokes, whatever, it'll be all right. That was dumb. So I bring a brand new person into a friend group that is at times out of pocket. Like, we're politically correct, we're aware, but what's alcohol or anything else out of pocket. And I had known Mookie like a couple times. We had played games, but I didn't like know Mookie.
Yeah.
So,
but y'all also had got to Vegas a day earlier than I did.
right.
So y'all had already kind of
Yep, everybody had flown in, but Mookie, and he came after. So she had gotten used to the people around her already. It was like, oh, this is cool. And then one night we're just sitting there playing games on the table, like what is it, meme and all that other crap. And Mookie walks in. And it was like, oh yeah, I'm dapping him up, whatever else. We didn't even get an introduction off to her and him yet before he was already with the out of pockets. Like,
that man ain't even get food in his belly yet.
yo,
Barely had a sip of drink.
he was already out of pocket. I don't remember what the first thing he said was, but I remember the most memorable thing he said.
The first thing he said, she hit him with a draw too, and he told her he'll kill her in her sleep.
Exactly. That's the most
allegedly.
The first thing that got me in trouble though. The first thing that got me in trouble was soon as I walk into the door, I was like, hey, where's the alcohol at? And I was mixing what was it? It was like tequila and whiskey or something like that.
Yeah, we had some good alcohol.
I was mixing them together. Like I was like, all right, it's Vegas.
It's time to get started. But it makes sense. You on vacation, it's go time from the moment you land. Like now that I'm used to flying, like I don't really need that recoup time from planes. But like new place, especially like Vegas, blah blah blah. Like I was ready to go, but we had to go get the stuff. Mookie got to come in once everything was already prepared there for the day.
What he missed was the day we flew in. We had to get the rental car. We had to get the Airbnb.
Yep.
Find something to eat. That took until we landed at what 8. We didn't get to our Airbnb until 11:30.
It was annoying.
Then we went to see Avengers into the grocery store. And so getting all the food because Tamar can't eat real food.
Don't start. Don't start. We talking about Mookie. We're not gonna talk. We already talked about that first though in a previous podcast. Please go check those out. Those should be somewhere linked, or if they're not linked, they should be easy to find. Previous podcast talks about how Smart can't eat real food, which I can. I just can't eat certain foods.
Okay. Anyway, so Tamar has to eat.
No, we're not going into that. That's in a previous podcast. Hey, go listen to that shit. We're not going into that again.
I'm going past it.
Okay.
We get the food. We do all that. We finally sit down. We're playing Uno. We chilling, drinking, and eating pizza. Mookie walks in. He gets in on the game. Everything's normal. We cool. Everybody's having a good time. She hit him with one draw too.
No, it was like the second one. It was like,
but it's the second go around for you. You had already.
Yeah, she was hitting me with that fire.
And his response was, "I'm gonna kill you in your sleep." What Tamar didn't tell is that her parents had a drawback about the whole trip. She was like, "You're going with a whole bunch of random strangers."
Yes. Her friends was like, "You go on with Tamar, but." We ain't seen him. You just going with his peoples. They're like, well, I'm safe. Like,
yeah.
So but also like
their drawback was literally, hey, what if they kill you in your sleep?
And this nigga, first thing, offer him, I kill you in your sleep. Okay. Guess where I'm not sleeping. Like, and she's a woman, so it's just kind of like, Mookie. Like,
so with that being said, there are tons of Mookie stories that
the dog fucking, like the reason we call him puppy nuts.
Honestly, I've been calling him puppy nuts all his life.
But still, I was like, Mookie is riding a high. I was loving it because it wasn't directed at me, but it was funny as shit. But I'm just like,
because what were we playing? We were playing Red Flags, and one of them was something about having a romantic relationship with their pet. And Mookie looked at his wife and goes, "Ha, Nala," and we like, wait, what?
What?
What? And he goes, That's the ongoing joke in our house that I'm having sex with the dog. What kind of household are you in?
Bruh, Mookie was saying, like I said, gems. Repeat. We have repeatable gems from that trip. Now, like, how long ago was that? That was
Yeah, that was
2019.
That was 2018.
yeah, that was yeah.
But
It still comes up in everyday conversation.
the crazy part about it is like he's saying this stuff on purpose. Like these are all intentional comments. Like he's thinking like, ooh, I can say something normal right now, but what if I say something
But
that's just crazy?
Yeah.
it's like there's two people in his head. He's like, we can say normal stuff, and then they're in the back going, but we can also say, and he's like, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that
I
one.
fuck
Niggas
my
venom.
dog. Like,
They ain't gonna expect that one.
he said, I'm gonna hit him. I'd have hit him with something wild. I sucked a dick in a trailer park. Nigga, what? We talking about breakfast. But now you just chalk it up as Mookie. That's it. You just chalk it up and go. And then also, I had never encountered a man over the age of 18, 19. Let's go benefit of the doubt. 25. I've never encountered a man giggle
As much as
for that age.
Listen.
But it has become a hallmark, a
Listen.
postcard, a stamp of this friend group to hear a giggle, and then either something is in the process of going wrong or it's going wrong. Like,
Yeah.
So the
it's
funny part
there.
about it is like we'll play the game, right? We'll be sitting there playing the game and everything's going right. We're doing a mission. We're playing Grand Theft Auto. We're driving. It's like, all right, we almost finished. We'll just hear somebody giggling in the background. What did you do? What did you do?
It's like
What did you
ice.
do?
It's like ice drops into your stomach, and you're like, fuck, we're about to get that screen. You know, everybody
he-
knows the screen in
and
GTA
he
when you
always-
fail. The
He always says the same thing. I didn't do nothing. What are you talking about?
No. In GTA, you get the fucking, it comes down like, skink, and then it's like, I fucking hate it. It's like, doof, doof, doof. Like, it's just immediate. And it tells you who fucks up too. It says, this nigga Mookie fucking suicided. It's always suicide because he did something wrong.
We talked about this in the last one too.
Yeah,
where we
but he
talked
wasn't
about-
here.
Yeah, so we
So
talked
now,
about
like-
we talked about the infamous plane mission where
Oh
you tried to
yeah,
land the plane.
which you can also find probably on YouTube in a compilation clip at Prone Games on YouTube, one word, or my Facebook. You can find a separate clip of it
Right.
by itself. Shout out me.
Yo, I gotta pause for a second.
Go ahead.
I just see my wife walk past with a belt, so somebody's about to get the belt. So we were ignoring the ass whooping in the back, ignoring the ass whooping in the background. What you gonna hear is this.
Mommy, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh shit.
Anyway, so you want to walk us through what you were thinking when you decided, when you heard the words, when Steffer said, "Hey Mookie, I'm really proud of you." You hadn't died yet. I was 5 seconds from landing this plane. You want to walk us through what was going on?
So
Oh shit.
this was about maybe like the second, third time around. You know what I mean? I had already messed up 2 other times. And I
Hold on. If anybody hasn't heard the last podcast, not the complete last one, but the one in which we're referring to, is there's a mission in Grand Theft Auto where you have to steal a jet with an EMP in it. Now, there's a lot of lead up to this, so there's shit you have to do before, but luckily for us, we got to a checkpoint. The last checkpoint is you clear the top of a ship where jets take off of enemies. You steal one plane in particular, but everybody else has fighter jets. And the mission is great because it plays Danger Zone at the end of it, like after you complete the mission while you're flying to the last spot. But you have to knock out at least 10 to 15 jets and don't let them blow up the main jet. So all three of us has to protect this one jet who's also flying around. So I believe Darian was taking the main jet, the Hydra, and we were in like F-15 to F-50 or however you want to say, and shooting shit out the sky. We were doing a good job. Barrel rolls, knocking niggas out left and right. We did it. We killed everybody. And all we had to do was deliver the Hydra to the checkpoint. That's it. That's it. We got through scot-free. Everything was great. Then we hear Stafford jinxed it and goes, "Hey Mookie, I just want to say you're doing a good job or you did a good
he didn't
job."
Even call him Mookie. You know what? He did such a great job. He didn't even call him Mookie. He said, "Hey, Derek, I hate to
He
be
said,
that
"I'm
guy."
proud of you."
I'm proud of he's like,
that.
"I'm proud of
He
you."
said, "I'm
You
proud of
did-
you."
You did the whole thing without dying. So, and then Mookie, you want to walk us through what you decided at that point?
At that point in time. Again, the
So-
two people in his head. The one guy was like, "We can do this," but the nigga in the back was like, "Or
Like this. So I mean, with that situation, you know, I felt like this was our moment. Like I never felt more empowered in my life. I was like, yo, we doing it, we're gonna do it, right? Like everybody doesn't need to land the plane, but what if we all did? We are now on the ground safely playing Danger Zone. It's not in sync because it's in separate planes, so it's kind of all off. But we feeling it, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we just did it, you know what I mean? I was amped, I was hyped. And then he said, "I'm proud of you." And I was like, yo, I always wanted that from my dad. That's a whole nother story. But now I really got to land this plane. So like, soon as he came out with it, I was like, oh, I'm doing it. No. What I didn't know is that not an average person can land the plane. And I mean, I think the perfect analogy for it was that J.R. Smith moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, oh, I thought
hold on. He's talking about when JR forgot the score.
Oh yeah, and that's where the LeBron meet comes from. Yeah.
So,
but also, wait. I would like to interject here. It wasn't our job to land. It was Darian's job to land. We could have stayed there. I want to put that out there. 100%. So he didn't have to do this.
But I'm telling you, I wanted to go the extra mile. Like I said, I never had that moment. So I was feeling good. God. I remember looking back at my wife like, babe, you see this? I'm about to land this. They don't think I can do it, but I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean?
And then the giggle.
It was.
And then the scream.
Ah.
And that's it. That's literally what we heard. He's like, oh shit. And then ding, doom. Oh my God. Two things about that story. We didn't have to land. And he's right. Like sometimes landing jets in GTA is but just for that reason, Darian's plane hovered and like it gave us all the keys. It's like, oh, you don't really even have to land this plane. Like you do have to get this single plane. No one else has to land, but this plane also goes from flying mode into hovering mode. It makes it easier for you to land. We give you everything to succeed. And Mookie was like, Did you give me everything to succeed? Because you didn't put bumpers on this bitch. And that's how, but again.
The worst part is he did it on purpose. Like we sat there for a good year thinking that it was just an accident and he just fucked up. He tried to land that thing on purpose. That's what made it even more frustrating. It's like
I said, and this happened years ago, and it's still top 5 Mookie moments. Yeah. If somebody had like a Watch Mojo about Mookie, where it's like Watch Mojo top 5 moments in gaming with Pro games. Mookie would be in a lot of those top
Bruh.
5 moments
Bruh, well, we're
of
just
my content
there's one
creation
clip where we're
lifestyle.
just driving down the road and our car blows up. He's talking about,
Oh no!
he's talking about he kicked us out. He kicked me out of the car. What does that have to do with you having an explosive?
It's when you first, because when they first put in the handheld grenade launcher in GTA, you could pull it out in a car, in anything. Like you could put it out in anything. It was the first like explosive shooter that you could pull out anywhere. Because before you could only pull out grenades, stickies, proximities,
Yeah.
like things you had to throw. This
Yeah.
one shot. So it was great for like missions where you were in like helicopters or you were in like vans and you just needed that doo. The bitch just, so it was great. So this man had it out while we're driving. We're driving deep in this SUV. And something did happen to make everybody have to get out of the car like at once. Like either it's like one of those moments where someone kicks you from their car or whatever, and it just stops and makes everybody get out. And as soon as the doors open and Mookie's person steps out, it's like kong, poof, and we're just like everybody but one person died, which had to be the CEO or something, because they don't die from team stuff. Just again, can be found over on my Facebook as the clip or in the compilation on Prone Games at YouTube.
Something that we also don't talk about with our GTA sessions is that also I'm the youngest in the whole group. You know what I mean? So I get
Which is
picked
hard
on
to
a lot.
forget.
Like I get picked on a lot. Like Stefford will sit there and he'll wait until like Kumar and Joey's all off doing their little thing or whatever, and then he'll just like look at me dead in the face and then shoot me. And I'm like,
oh God.
Oh, now I gotta shoot.
Spirals.
I won't say nothing. I'll just shoot him back, and I'll go right when he and shoot him back.
I feel like that's a conversation you and Stefford have to have at the same.
No.
Man.
Because Stefford's
Listen.
here to defend itself.
That conversation segues into what I personally call the group spirals.
Yeah, 100%.
These are the moments.
And he'll set it up too. He'll be like, "Yo, he just shot me." And the thing is, in Red Dead, I do be wilding. You know what I mean? Like I can't.
These are the spirals.
I can't play
in
victim.
Red Dead though. In your defense in Red Dead, there's been times where Dominique walks past the screen and goes, "What is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all being so? Y'all never this violent on GTA."
Because Red Dead is the best game to throw hands in, hands down.
It's not even
10 out of 10.
It's like the extra stuff where we're blowing people's heads off and setting people on fire. Like Red Dead is a game.
Red Dead did
close and violent.
Red Dead did that right in my mind completely. Yeah. The best game to fight somebody in that is not centered only around fighting is Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, that one's fun. That one's fun. I get lassoed all the time and drugged behind horses.
Yeah, we call it the Achilles.
Listen.
Oh no. The spiral.
He'll start, I'm telling you, Stefford, listen, I know
it's like it's a domino effect. It's always one thing. We'll be like, hey, group text, hey, we all getting on? What? Mookie's like, I can get on. We like, oh shit, Mook can get on? Steph's like, oh, I guess I can get on. We're like, oh shit, we solid 4. Like getting a solid 4 together for gaming is
the thing is that
we all got lives.
We can get a 4, but it's not our 4 that we play with. Like we got to get R4 because
that's why I said the solid 4. The solid 4 is
it's not just
me,
just about the mission.
Mookie.
Yeah, it's
that's
not just
the
about
solid
the
4.
Though, like it's like yeah, we're gonna complete the mission, but also we're gonna wake up everybody's household laughing.
Yeah, it's comical, man.
It's always like, all right, we're gonna get on, we're gonna do this heist, we're gonna do that. What up? We got plans, we got shit to do. And the spiral will come out of nowhere.
Completely distract the whole plan.
It does. It derails everything.
And we know that it's gone. It's gone at this point.
It's gone. And then the next thing we know, we've been playing this game for 4 to 5 hours, haven't done shit. but fuck with each other. Now we got to go buy ammo. We got to go
Right.
rebuy our cars or horses.
Well,
gotta-
body armor.
The worst part is, like, we be on a mission to be
P's
like,
and Q's.
because we do the thing where we, well, actually that's my thing. I think that's my part of the game where we get
What?
everybody dressed alike so we look good as a unit. I like,
Yeah, that's you.
I like for us to look good as a unit when we're doing things, like we look like a team.
I mean,
we can't
unless
we can't even get people to the store without it being paid.
or
Like,
or they're in the
Follow me to
store.
the store. Yeah, y'all going to the same store. Of course, he followed you.
Or they're in the store and I'll wait till like Steffer comes out. Because really it all starts with me and Steffer's feud. But
Yeah,
I'll
Mookie and
wait.
Stefford have a frenemy of who is
I don't know who.
Like,
I
where
didn't
did it
start
come
it.
from? Like,
I don't know where it
Fighting for
started.
get out of last place. They know me and Tamark are on a different level of gaming than they are. They're
Yeah,
fighting for, okay, but I'm a better gamer than you.
That third, who's at the third
Yeah.
spot? Who's in the third
Because
spot? Yeah.
depending on the game, me and Tamark are 1A and 1B. Like, that's just where we're at with it.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all clearly, but the thing is, y'all such a good time that it makes up for.
it's great.
why-
It's
Why
fun.
can you tell her not to bend down in the back of there?
Yeah, I'm trying to like
Oh,
kind of like, yo, watch out, you can see your booty. I don't know. She said,
I missed it. I missed it because I'm over here eating chocolate.
You went from podcast to pod ass. Like,
Yeah.
move, get out of here.
I don't even know how I picked it up though. She's a minute away.
Get up
like,
out of there.
Oh shit! I'm dying. Oh shit!
Oh man.
Look out for the Waffle Hut podcast OnlyFans featuring random clips from the podcast. That's it.
Random.
Okay, so getting back on track.
Oh shit!
We
But
can't even go to the store without
no, we can't.
shit going down, and it's them fighting over position for who's 1A and who's 1B.
I remember the day that I found out you can choke people out in Red Dead, and no one else knew how to do it yet. That was a great day.
Yeah, but you didn't know that you could block it too.
I did not. Yeah.
So you went to choke me, and I was like, nah, hold on.
Yeah, there's I do feel like that about the group back there. Everybody has their strengths. When Darian bought the hammer and no one else had the hammer,
It was
that was a horrible week in gaming for me.
bruh.
Horrible week in
Bruh, the
gaming.
hammer was like a 2-hit kill. If I got you,
It
with
was
the hammer,
it.
over.
Run up and like the animations were OP. They'd be like toe hit, person bends over, boo. That's it. You're in the sky,
They-
daddy.
I think I found out about the how you could like bob and weave. There's something else that Kumar did too.
Yeah,
And I was like,
dip and
yo,
dive.
like, yeah, I was
You
like,
can
yo,
kick.
like, I'm over
Yeah.
here like trying to hatchet him because that was a challenge that we did. We got
Oh,
the
yeah.
hatchets
I
out
don't
and
want
the
to talk about
machetes.
hatchets because Stefford throwing that hatchet, my hatchet in the tree,
Oh my god.
and then I got kicked by his horse.
That was a good day. That was a good day. Yo,
All right. So moving
So-
on from gaming.
what quick segue.
All right.
You ever been in the store and was like, I'm gonna buy that just because? I want to show y'all something. What is that?
That
Potato chip. It looked like you.
covered Lay's chip, and that sounds.
You stick
This
that
is a
potato chip in
chocolate
your
covered
booty hole?
potato chip. And when I tell you, I was like, who would eat chocolate covered potato chips? I'm gonna
That was
buy
just-
it. These things are so damn good.
I don't know about that one.
You would think, because in my mind, I'm like salty, like ruffled potato chips with chocolate. No, the potato chips aren't salted. So it's literally just potato.
Raw potato.
No, it's cooked, you idiot. Like there's a crunch. So you bite into it. There's a little crunch, but the milk chocolate, so good. So good.
You and your own dog.
I can't.
Give me a chocolate covered potato chip. We're gonna have to throw.
Which
it.
is fine, because
Me
I
and
was
bacon.
thinking the same. I was the same way. Like that
Yeah.
sounds gross. That sounds disgusting. I've ate half the box out of since I've got it.
Yeah, I
It's
can't.
so
I can't
good.
get with that
It's
one.
so good.
You got baked
Don't
knock
potatoes
it
or
till you
chocolate
dry.
This
drizzle.
nigga out here shopping at Trader Joe's and shit.
I was at Walmart, which is wild.
This
I was
nigga,
at
this
Walmart.
nigga went to the aisle. Only it's aisle number 7. White shit.
Yeah, they got the raisins.
No, it was
They
in
got
the
the
checkout
raisins
lane.
and
The-
sun dried cranberries.
It was the impulse
They
lane.
got the raisin potato salad over there.
Water
They got the
chestnuts.
blueberry mac and cheese.
Fuck y'all. I was in the checkout.
They
It was
got
an
the
impulse
canned
buy.
greens and
And
yams.
that's how they set them aisles up. They set those aisles up
Oh,
for you to
man.
impulsively buy something. And I did.
He went and grabbed a can of spinach as well and said, you know what? I'm gonna eat this. Just
You know what? Popeye did it, so I'm gonna do it.
nothing else. I'm not putting it in no dip.
Oh shit.
I know the fresh spinach is over there, but I'm gonna eat the can.
Listen, it's fresh spinach. You gotta wash it thoroughly. You gotta can, take it out, boil it, salt, pepper, turkey neck, bacon.
Oh, this dude really be eating canned spinach.
Yeah.
He said, this ain't
So
no
already got
game.
the
I really be
juices.
at Trader Joe's.
It be marinated already.
Okay. So moving on from the gaming topic. So a couple of things have happened in 2022. We lost Sidney Poitier and Betty White. Now, personally, they were in their 90s. So, as legendary as they both are, I mean, it was it was time. Like how long have they been dodging the Reaper at this point?
Dodging the casketing.
I mean, but I don't think it's
She was due for a good casketing.
Due for a good casketing.
Okay, that was messed up, but yeah.
Yeah, you definitely going to hell for that. He going
With
down.
gasoline draw more.
Look, at the gate, guy gonna be like, yeah, I remember you said that about them old.
Because that was literally my first text message to the group when I found out it was like, yeah, Betty White died, and I was like, I mean, she was
90. She was 99.
Yeah, she had
listen,
and she lived a great life. To what we've seen anyway.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Take me off this mortal coil before my dick stops working. Please. Please take me out of here. What am I doing here?
What do you mean when your dick stop working?
You think your dick works 99 plus? Like you think that boy just
listen, I'm gonna invest my entire retirement fund into little blue pills. What you talking about?
You just gonna be broke? Because that don't work forever. At a point in time.
I'm going until my hip pop out of place. What you say?
At a certain time, that stops working for you too. Man, listen. Also, I don't want to not be able to do I don't want to be a burden on my partner or any of my family. Like, take me up out of here.
Well, the good thing about those two though, they weren't.
They got money.
Well, not even that. They were mobile and they were active and they were doing stuff. So they were
wasn't doing the nasty.
Yeah, they were moving around the entire time. Like they passed away from old age. They didn't pass away because
right. Yeah. Like suffering or had cancer or something like that. Like it was just.
So yeah, no. I'm not sure what Betty White's contributions to the world was past her.
What?
I'm not.
Have you not watched a single episode of The Golden Girls?
I'm gonna be real. I don't know if that was just our household, but I didn't know what Golden Girls was until she started getting into her 80s.
Oh, they shooting outside.
What?
See, I was listening, but also the audio was
he lives in the ghetto.
Yeah, they busted.
That man got 911 on speed.
Jesus Christ! Hey, baby, you all right? Hello?
Response so late.
Bro, hold on, I hear the gunshots in the background.
Hold on, he had paused the podcast for a second.
Well, no, they didn't. Listen,
Listen, guys,
If
support our
this bitch got off
podcast. Here's why you
suddenly,
need to support our podcast. We got to get some Mark out of the ghetto. If you
gotta
can
get me out the hood.
record, get out here,
But they was
busting.
busting, and it got picked up on a podcast because
Yeah, it definitely
the
did.
waves was going.
Now,
I was
I
like,
thought, me personally, I thought you just rolled over your chocolate potato chips. And that was crackling in the background. But
I thought, I ain't gonna lie, because with the muffled, I thought somebody like flushed the toilet or something. I was like, oh wow, but it just kept going, and I was like, wait a minute, wait, that's shooting.
100%.
Okay.
Soleil. Oh, she moving. All right, we good.
I'm about to say, speaking of grief.
Listen, you need to answer me, nigga. Like,
What?
all I see is your legs. I don't see no movement. Like,
Did she go to
Catch
the
us.
upper room just now?
bad. Hey, listen, one day me and my mom was in the living room and we just heard like, and I was like, somebody got a whip? What's going on? So my mom goes in the kitchen. A bullet came through the upper portion above our sliding door, through the plaster, through the wall, next to the cabinet, through that plaster above the stairs to our basement, and embedded into the wall of the kitchen, and just stay there. It's still there. We just plastered over it when we got the kitchen redone. But there's a bullet in the wall.
So don't take offense to this, but I will not be staying with you when I come to.
Oh yeah,
Ever.
no, you know.
He said I wouldn't
It was
recommend
nice
understand.
knowing you had that extra space. And I was like, oh, cool, I can stay with my home. Now I know that's no longer an option because at some point I can just end up on the ofrenda.
I thank God every day that, but also, you know, living in the neighborhoods like this does teach you something. It teaches you about drive, about power. We stay hungry. We devour.
I The segue, I hate that song. It is overused. It is a bummer. The Rock.
I had to get that in.
I'm not gonna lie.
Bad.
I'm a huge rock fan. So like, I was like, yo, he got the record set. Like he on the
Exactly.
mic.
Yo,
Who did he hit up and was like, yo, put me in the stew?
Darian and Stafford hate it. They hate that song.
But that's the
They
thing, though,
put the Rock in the stew.
I love the Rock. But it's
I was
also
excited.
gotten to the point where he's become more corny than he is. Like, I don't want to see him succeed anymore. Like, I want him to get so far back down that he has to go back to wrestling. Because, like,
What? Playing on the Rock's downfall.
Right.
yeah, like him
He said
succeeding,
I was
he
it.
could do dumb shit like this,
Yeah.
which is rap
Hey,
about
I ain't even
drive
go-
and power.
I ain't even gonna beat you. When I first heard it, I was in the gym and I was lifting and I heard it. I'm like, yeah, what? Say it.
What
The way
sucks
he
is
got
that,
the
like,
bars.
like,
Like me and Stafford are wrestling fans, right? The Royal Rumble is coming up, and that song, the whole hook is about rumbling. Like they're gonna make it the song for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Here, it's about drive. It's about power.
We stay hungry.
Over
We
and
devour.
over and over.
Man. I say that.
Exactly.
I say that verse every time I get
Bruh.
my bag of food from McDonald's, yo.
No,
I'm
much rather you go hungry.
We stay hungry. We devour. Thank you.
I'd much rather you go hungry.
But no, living in the hood, it does give you drive because you want to get out this motherfucker, but also like it teaches you that common stuff that ain't common with everybody else. You got to keep your head on the swivel, how to identify threats, not to look up, stuff like that.
So do you think people from the hood grieve differently than people from other spaces?
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah, different strokes for different
Speak
folks.
to
It's just, yeah, like
Hey,
I don't know anybody that living in the hood that made it to 99, first of all, but you know, either they got out or the upper room, you know. So,
but hey, maybe just a suggestion too, because like, you know, living in the hood, I never really thought of it back then, but like maybe like see who's shooting and like bring them like a batch of cookies or something. Like, hey, I live over this way, don't shoot in that
So
direction. You know
remember
what I
how we
mean?
say he had that voice where
That
he would say
voice,
one thing?
this
You know
everybody,
what I'm saying?
this is prime. This is that
What you mean?
moment. This man, I'm gonna tell y'all what
You
I
can't be
heard
mad
as
with
a
a batch of
person.
cookies.
What I heard was, to Mark, take your black ass outside while somebody's shooting to identify where the gunshots are coming from. Then, once you've located the source of the sound, head towards it. And somehow, in the time, if you make eye contact or you see the person who's shooting and they're not involved in a crime, shooting in the air is already a crime. But if they're not shooting someone or at someone or trying to commit murder,
Yeah, just wait. Give it that break period. At some point, they gonna
how am
run
I
out
going to
of
find the
bullets.
shooter then? Once they stop shooting, I can't
That
find
last,
him.
it's,
Yeah.
you're gonna hear that pop, and then you know what I'm saying, the little click.
And the
The
moment they see
magazine
the whites of your
change.
eyes, they're gonna go,
Exactly.
"Oh, you saw me
This
shooting.
Just start
once they
screaming,
see
I got
me,
Here's some
cookies.
bullets for you too."
I got
they
cookies.
see me, see them, they're going to reload and shoot me because no witnesses.
I'm just saying.
Right?
Me personally, listen, I'm no shooter, I'm no killer, but I am like, I can't be angry if you came to me and was like, you know what I'm saying, cookies, like, especially if they're chocolate chip.
Okay, guys. So I think I want to introduce something. It's called the smack Derek upside his head every time he makes one of these comments. So when I do it for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, here's your slap. Shut up! Nobody going outside while somebody's shooting. Kid. What's wrong with you?
I'm trying to help my environment.
Anyway,
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help my
environment.
That moment.
Don't call the cops. Give your local
Who's calling the
dealer
cops? Did y'all see me? I
I'm
looked
just
at y'all,
Listen.
checked on my girl, and went back to minding my business. That is
I'm
it.
just saying.
From
Cookies
bringing
can change the
cookies to
environment.
the shooter, what do you think you being from the hood changes your grief process?
For me, I don't know, because again, I'm not involved in the hood activities. I just lived here. So I know how to, in my best, get by. Like, when someone comes up to me, hey, you got the time, switch up that AAVE, African American vernacular, and be like, nah, I ain't even got it. I don't got nothing. Stuff like that. Like, hey, you got $1. Can I hold this? Blah, 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 blah. All of that's, I'm trying to rob you and get you to take something out of your pocket. That's why for the longest, I don't even carry cash. I just started carrying cash maybe like a year ago, if that. Because again, cash can't be canceled. Once that cash is gone, that cash is gone.
So just so we're clear, you think like people who are coming to you with a sob story are trying to get something from living?
No, not a sob story. No,
you can tell when it's a sob story.
There's definitely a difference. It's the body language, definitely what they're wearing, whatever else. But like, who's coming up to you in 2022 asking for the time?
Yo, he sounds like a racist cop right now. I need
to
go.
No. I don't think it's that far. But like,
we know where we at with it.
But like, who's asking for the time in 2022? Everybody's got the time. Everybody's got the phone.
What if
whatever
his phone
else.
die, yo?
Even if you're homeless or something like that, what you need time? You got all the time. You ain't got no home to go to. You ain't got nowhere to go.
No,
but you can tell more so, especially in this area, who's homeless and who's not. Like, homeless, first thing, they on 70, 71 at the exits with they signs, or they the dude in the wheelchair at the side of the road with the stump or something else like that. Like, it's, who's the home. It's the girls with the hair that's like, oh, she doing that stuff. Like, that's them. But
okay. What the hell does any of that have to do with how you grieve?
No, because this segued from my initial.
I'm like,
this segued, because then you asked the question and then segued. But I was saying, like, I just know how to get by in the hood and everything else. yes, like it's more likely somebody might get taken from you violently, which has definitely happened, like to friends, parents of friends, stuff like that. And with dealing with that in your personal life, I feel like you're more likely to be desensitized to it because you're constantly dealing with it. And then also in this day and age of snap information where you're constantly tuned in to what's happening, you're even more desensitized. So somebody that might be living the lifestyle, selling drugs or, gang banging or whatever else and constantly around people, you're more and more desensitized to death because you deal with it
I
every day.
I can attest to that. You know what I mean? Like I can, because like I mean, me personally, Joey knows my background of doing stupid stuff and being involved in situations that I really shouldn't have been involved with. But I've had a lot of friends who have lost their lives. Like for instance, one of my good friends, his name was Mayo, just passed last week. RIP to him. But like it's crazy because you get that like mindset, like you hurting, but like I feel like when you're in that in that environment, you don't feel it, right? Like I mean, like you don't allow it to affect you. It's kind of like one of those like niggas die every day, B. You know what I
the world
mean?
keeps spinning
So
mindset.
we gotta keep
I
going. You know
gotta
what I
keep
mean?
going.
Like
Moments after RIP
moving.
his friend, he says niggas die every day, B.
But that's the mindset.
You know
Yes,
what I mean?
because
Like it's
even
it's
I
like
say that. I say that
like
now.
it's like you know what I mean? And it's the sad reality of it. Not you know what I mean? I have like little moments of survival's guilt, you know what I mean? Because
survive. Yeah.
I pack up and moved, or I changed my environment, my mindset, and what I do. But it's still like, man, like it sucks. You know what I mean? I wish I could have done more, but like I said, like in a non, sensitive or whatever way.
Definitely.
But like, it's like you just keep moving
definitely, because it's protecting your peace in
on.
a way. Some therapist somewhere might be like, no, that's not how you should handle that.
right.
When that's all around you is at any moment, when I leave my house at 3:30, 4 a.m., the first thing I do is I turn my alarm off. Once I step out the door and the door is closed, I immediately turn my alarm back on. But while I'm stepping out the door, I check right because that is the longest part of my front porch, and that's the darkest part of my front porch. Then you check left, and then you look around one more time, then you turn around and lock your door. Some people don't have to do that. Some people just step out their house
and just walk
to their car.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't even lock my front door.
Exactly. Like
that's not an invite to anybody coming over.
Indiana, the family walk up in your shit. Anyway,
that's a little bit much. You don't live in Quebec.
So for me, I think I'm able to compartmentalize it, right? Because I can, from a hood person standpoint, I'm like, what did they do to get them there? Like, you know what? I'm not going to say no names because I feel like that's too much. But when someone says so and so got shot, and it's like they just got shot out of nowhere, it's like nobody just gets shot out of nowhere. Like if I'm looking at your pictures. I'm looking at your pictures and you throwing up a gang sign in every picture. You didn't get shot out of nowhere. You was doing something. And you said the wrong thing to the wrong person and they came and found you. Nobody gets shot out of nowhere, especially if you're hanging out with those people. Now, it wasn't your time to go. I don't agree with them killing you, but at the same time, I also don't agree. Yeah, I also don't agree with like my friends. I told them when we were in high school, quit doing the dumb shit. Like, nah, yeah, there's nowhere to go from there. Is nowhere to go from there. There are certain people where it's like, they went the way they went, and it's like it's sad, wish you were still here, but at the same time, how many times did I personally tell you to not do that?
I think that's
from a regular standpoint though, like grief is one of those things where you just, for me, it's a complete and utter shutdown. Like on the surface, like when I'm talking to people at work or people who don't know, it's like I'm regular. When I go home, it's you have to literally ask me to talk because I'm completely like everything is mute. I don't have any words right now. I don't want to talk right now.
I think it's definitely different for everyone,
Yeah.
but not bruh, this could go so deep, but not like taking like different. It's there's stuff that's healthy and then there's stuff that's unhealthy that we do. Who the
Yeah.
fuck can tell what's healthy and what's not
What's right?
healthy? As long
Yeah,
as
right.
like,
Yeah.
not completely like self-destructive, drinking, driving, like flipping out on the people that you love, stuff like that. But I know that I treat death differently for family and friends. Like, but also it's been a minute, knock on wood, that I've lost somebody super close to me. Now, again, it's always been like this person, that person, this person, that person. But like, as far as someone I've known for years and years who has been ingrained in my life, like my grandmother, or like a grandparent, like a best friend, like, somebody that I live down the street from, stuff like that. It's been a hot moment. It's always been somebody else's family member, somebody else's this, somebody else. So it's been more, I've been there for that person and grieved at a distance from, oh, I will just never get to have a conversation with this person again. So it's been a little bit different lately.
I can agree with that too. Like I said, like, for people I grew up with, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas die every day. But I will say, I won't go into detail or drop any names or anything, but we've had family who's passed away recently.
Y'all got somebody.
And,
yeah.
I mean, two of them, one last year and one in 2018, that hit me hard. And I mean, my wife, like, like Joey said, like, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's like something that we grew up doing or something like that, but like my wife has to like sit me down and actually like pry words out of me because I don't know how to talk. Like, I don't know how to share.
Big shout out to the women in our lives, because
I love you.
So
Baby.
I think for those people, like, it's good to mention their name. The first one is Andre McGoy, our brother, love him to death. The second one is our uncle John Ashley Coleman, our patriarch. Love him to death. Without him, there is no personality that I have. The jokes, the swagger, the gold around my neck, the fur on my sweaters, that type of thing. That's all credited to him. So we always gonna give shout outs to his name, and he lived. So that's one of the things I could truly attest to his life, is that man did everything, like from traveling the world to going to the Pimp's Ball with Bishop Don Juan and them. Like, the man lived. So
trying to get like that,
man. Listen, you
definitely gotta live
directly behind you. You about to get one of these.
What? Listen, I'm good out here. That's what open communication and finally getting like some strong ties in a relationship get you. Ain't nothing to hide over here, baby.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah, except for if you go to the Pimp's Ball.
I don't even think that's a thing anymore. And if it is, that's not my place to be. Like I will go for the culture. Like I'm here for the culture.
The only thing I can think about is when I hear that is that episode of Dave Chappelle when they had to play Haters
Also, you gotta. I keep telling this man everything. He needs to master his audio because it would be so much better if it was just a little bit louder. I swear to God, like the next time I come to your house, I'm gonna spend a good 30-45 minutes mastering his audio.
My audio has been good. Except for
your audio's good, but the sound effects are low.
Oh, and the gays in the back.
Oh shit! But yes. So yes, we all grieve differently. Especially for close, as opposed to people that aren't close to us, aren't in our immediate circle. But also, again, I don't think people that deal with the stuff that we deal with, living in the neighborhoods that we do, even remotely think, therefore feel maybe the same way. Like, They just don't. They're just like, oh, so and so passed. Like it's. I don't think passing's easier, but it's like it's not always a violent, visceral ripping away. Like when a good friend of mine's mother just went back to her hometown with her son. So basically, her brother and her mother is just going to go visit family. Where her mother grew up, stuff like that. Just talk to her. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, shooting. Shot up the mom's car, killed the mom. Her little brother got hit, stuff like that. And that was it. That was a couple years ago now, or maybe a year ago now. But it's just like some people don't have to deal with that at all. But shit's getting crazy, so who knows? It might be heading towards the end time, nigga. Now you gotta, everybody gotta deal with it. Shit.
But I don't want to hear that. They've been saying we've been heading toward the end time since the beginning of time.
What you think it's a sprint to the end time? You think it's like the end time is a marathon. Like
we're in the last days.
Comes progressively.
Like we've been in the last days for however long. You know what I mean?
No, that was the white people last days. 2012 and all those that Y2K shit. That was some white people shit. That was, oh my god, it's about to be the end. The internet is gonna blow up.
We are in the last days.
And like, no, 2012 was white people's version of a bunch of the people that lived here before us. Calendars stopped out of nowhere because you murdered them. That's why.
Oh my god!
They couldn't keep making dates if they were dead. Like
in 1920, I bet you they all thought, "Oh, we're in the last days," because a lot of people died in that year. A lot of bad things.
Listen,
died. Another pandemic.
But again, I will put good money on this because history is always told more towards the palm-colored folk because they won those fights. So they get to dictate history. Of course, it's the end time to them. They're dying rapidly. But the people in minorities are over here like, we've already been living like this. We're struggling.
For sure.
Shit like that. Like it's always the end time.
White people are struggling with this time right now because it's
exactly. Like
things are being
come
taken
on
away
now.
from us.
We protested because Starbucks was closed. Like the height of COVID was wild.
They're protesting vaccines. When it's just like, just don't get it. You don't have to.
That's a black thing too. We can't even like.
That is a black.
I understand the Tuskegee. Go ahead.
But we're not protesting it. We're just like, nah, nigga, we ain't getting this shit.
Yeah. It's more like along
it's not
black culture
like
and black people like telling each other like, I ain't taking that.
Body. I can't. Yeah. You can't tell me what shot to take. Black people are like, nah, nigga, I'm not going to get it.
Yeah. Like we'll tell each other, but palm color folks they love the.
If they were smart, they would have just said, nah, nigga, I'm not going to get it, and didn't tell nobody. The fact that they keep saying no to it is why they keep pushing harder for it. If you would have just sat back and shut the fuck up.
Also, how are you getting caught? Like the people that are getting caught with like the fake vaccine cards, you got to be opening your mouth, okay? Because I know plenty of Pookie and them that got them boys that just coasting. So stop opening your mouths.
They getting caught, Leo,
people, but it's them folks because they like opening.
They were carding you for vaccines.
Yeah, it's a different world on this side of the country, bro.
I was about to say because in Vegas I can just go in anywhere. They don't have
but that's the difference though. It's crazy over here, yo. Like it's crazy. Like you're like actually like mandating stuff. Like when we went to California, they didn't like asked me if I needed a mask. They didn't ask me for a vaccine card.
Think about it though. It's
because of that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like they already expect like, man, ain't nobody going to be against it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people that come in, you know what I mean, like that.
But it's also because like people are just doing it. Like a lot of people are just doing because you have to think we've been going through this for how long? Excuse me. We've been going through this for how long now?
It's like second year.
Some people have had whole babies who are now 2, 3 in isolation. Yeah. Kids that are going through high school. Like Gene Harris wouldn't have let none of us niggas out of school. First of all,
What?
we had to have like 20 inches of
Also,
snow, and
You
we
said
might
shut
still
it
be
down.
going.
Gene Harris would have had masks on every face, and she'd have showed up at every school.
Yes, Gene Harris was quick to show up to your school, like, what you doing? And your school will be like, if you fucked up while Gene Harris is here, we expelling you. Like not while Gene Harris is here. So get it together. But yeah, but like there's kids that all they've known is online classes and maybe just barely gone. Like times is different, definitely different.
And it's crazy too, because it opened up a new world. Not to cut you off or anything, but it opened up a new world to where this is now starting to be the norm. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a friend who worked at like a Geico or something like that, and he was talking about, yeah, we probably never going back to actual office.
Listen,
which is kind of dope because he gets to, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But like, you know what I mean? Like for me, you know, I just started college and stuff, and my classes, it's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn how to fly planes in Lando. But nah, I'm just messing with you. But it was a reference to the GTA thing. But anyway,
I know, I got it.
It's crazy because it's like I want the actual college experience a little bit, to actually go down to the campus with my backpack on. You know what I mean? Be that new kid. You know what I mean? With the tight Air Force Ones, super bright. You know what I mean? Like that new student, and they like, yeah, it's at a campus. It's not online, but it's virtual. And I'm like, well, ain't that online? And they like, no, it's different. Your classes are at a certain time and all this. And you gotta, you know what I'm saying, sit down and watch them from the screen. And that's, I mean, from the movies and what I've seen and whatnot, it's crazy how much it's changing.
You know what's going to end up happening is Meta is gonna give us
metaverse,
and people are going to stop going outside altogether.
But everything is geared, because again, this has definitely broke the mold. I want a stay-at-home job where I work from home. Who wouldn't? But this is showing that a lot of jobs.
I'm at work with my drawers on.
Exactly. Like this is showing that a lot of jobs can be done from home and either get done faster.
A lot of offices didn't reopen because they were saving more money having everybody do the job on their phone using their own.
But a lot of places do want to come back up, because you have to think a lot of people's jobs are obsolete unless there's people in the office.
Right.
So,
like
you know,
and stuff like that.
But also think about middle management, that management between, you know, the supervisor and the employees. That job is obsolete. Who are you managing? We're all at home. Like that's a quick email. Like there's no one to manage now. So like there's other stuff like that where people are like, oh man, I want to come. And then, you know, some people, they want that power trip. They want to see people in the office, stuff like that. So yeah, there's also like, and then I don't want to get this wrong. Somebody filed a lawsuit because they fell in their home
on the clock
to get workers' comp.
Did they win?
I don't know.
I mean, technically speaking, right? They should have got it.
They're not gonna let you win that. You were at your house.
I don't know, but just the fact that person had the goal. In America, again, if you're a certain color, some shit flies. Like some things you're like, that lawsuit shouldn't works. Because there's that fine line where you're dealing with something that you haven't dealt with before, but the law is tailored around in the office. But now the office is home and it's a gray area, and this will be the case that changes that law or whatever. So there's always
that somebody sat back and thought about that.
Yeah, you exactly. I mean? Somebody was like,
I'm about to get paid. I'm tired of waking up and getting on the computer. But you know what? To Joey's comment on how it's about to change and no one's going to leave the house. I seen the craziest stuff a couple weeks ago at Walmart in the toy section. In the toy section for the kids, you know what I mean? I seen a what is it? It's basically like an elliptical for a kid. You know what I mean? Or like what is those bike those biking machines. You know what I mean? Like an inside biking machine.
Yo,
The
the
bike on the
Peloton
inside.
boys.
Yeah, with the screen and everything. I seen that for the kids, yo. And I was like,
Man.
I was looking at my wife and I was like, I remember as a kid, if you wanted to bike, you just went outside and bike. Like I remember riding the bike in 2-degree weather to school. And they got like the Peloton for the kids. Like,
All right,
I
all
don't
right, hold
understand.
on.
Back in my day.
Hold on.
Back in my day.
I think you forget that there was somebody who was around. When did you bike to school in 2-degree weather?
In high school to West.
Ooh.
West High, Columbus,
First of all,
Ohio.
this nigga wasn't going to school.
I definitely was. First of all, anybody that went to West with me will tell you.
That's not the response I was thinking was going to happen.
Tell you, I definitely came to school. Now, if I did work or not, it was different. But I went to school because back then, you know what I mean, I was kind of a player. You know what I mean? I like to go to the ladies.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
What up, baby? Take me out to dinner. What's happening?
What up, baby? Bing bong.
Bing bong.
All right, can we talk about the fact that those videos aren't funny?
Okay. We change the topics.
Oh no, that was just a segue.
Oh no, they're not funny to you then.
They're not funny at all.
These are great to me. I love.
They just are saying random stuff. It's just like, hey, here's
exactly. Mookie just says random stuff. What do you mean? This shit's funny as fuck. Like
the conversation most of the time. This is just a random video.
No.
Saying random shit.
Bing bong was a part of that conversation. So like what again? Like he said if you see these dogs in your yard, just know upstairs are going hard. Bing bong was a part of that conversation.
None of that makes sense. I don't get it.
It made perfect sense. If the dogs is in the front yard, he upstairs fucking the shit out of somebody, and the sounds that's being made is bing bong.
I don't understand where the bing bong part came from.
He might have clown shoes on. I don't know. I just know that nigga up there putting in work.
All right.
He got bells and shit around his neck.
He hitting her with the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yo, come on and stop it, Derek. Because black people have the same lingo where people are like, "What does that mean?" And we're like, "Nigga, you know what that mean? It mean I'm about to J-O shit." Like what? Like
it's not even that. It's just the videos aren't funny at all.
Hey, baby, take me out to dinner.
Yeah, and of course the crackhead part is gonna be funny because like it's a crackhead. I said, of course the crackhead part gonna be
exactly.
Crackhead,
like you gotta take the context. You gotta take certain things out. Like anything a crackhead says or does is immediately funny. Like immediately because they're crackheads.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's change topics.
All right, give me a quick second. Let's wrap this all up with the weekly waffle. This one's a doozy. A Michigan man has been accused of killing his partner of 10 years following a heated argument over Overwatch. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's a video game. Massive online multiplayer big team battle. While what exactly the couple was fighting about is unclear, according to the Oakland County Sheriff's Office via NBC, the men were sleeping in different rooms when the accused entered the living room and strangled his boyfriend on the couch. The incident took place Thursday, January 6th in Pontiac, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit, of course. The police were alerted to the matter by Daquan Jovo Watkins. The accused murderer called deputies to report a domestic dispute between himself and his longtime partner, Rory Teasley. According to the police statement, he and his boyfriend had gotten into a fight, and the boyfriend was sleeping on the couch at the time of the call. When the authorities reached the apartment, they reportedly found Teasley unconscious, I speak English, and not breathing. He was officially pronounced dead at the hospital. First question from me.
A lot to unpack. It was a lot to unpack.
Right, because how bad do you have to get your ass whooped in Overwatch, a team game, Or like, did he pick your main? You were like, I want to be Genji. He was like, wait, since we've been dating, I've always played Genji. Why the fuck? He was like, nah, go ahead, go to bed. And
I like how his
woke up
inflection
dead.
on the way he talked changed.
Bars.
Man, like I've been mad enough at a game to like stop playing or like yeet my controller. I've never been mad enough in a game to be like, I'm gonna commit a felony.
Yo, and also like,
hey,
not only did he
Soleil, come here, because I'm pissed off now.
Yo, yeah, like not only just commit a felony, but he was like, he made that decision of like, I don't love you anymore.
Exactly. Like we made a decision to live together, to love each other, to all this, but because of this game, you gotta go to the upper room.
What? What's crazy about it?
Well, first you gotta go to the couch, then the upper room.
He took the most personal way of killing him too. It wasn't just like he killed him.
Wait.
Choked him out.
Wait, yes, I didn't even think of that. He sent his ass to the couch and then was like, no, that's not enough. You gotta go to Jesus.
I sleep on a couch. I meant Jesus's couch.
Oh shit! That means that means man's laid down and was still upset in bed and was like, you gotta die.
He said, guess what you overwatching now,
Oh my god, my stomach! I'm hot.
Okay.
I'm hot. I'm crying. Guess what you overwatching now, bitch? Shit!
It was such a personal way of killing him too. It wasn't even like I'm just gonna get a gun and make it quickly. It's like, no, I want you to feel you die in my hands.
Yeah.
I want to see the light leaves your eyes.
Yeah.
You gonna pick my main in Overwatch?
Listen, I like to reiterate, I'm no killer, I'm no shooter.
He said, but if you push me.
I have been pushed by my older brother in a game called UFC, in which I got repeatedly roundhouse kicked as he screamed Roadhouse in my face. And I thought about it for a split second. I ain't do it. But maybe, just maybe, that's what was going on.
But the thing is, but that's so personal, Mookie. Like, UFC is 1v1. It's like my skills versus your skills. But Overwatch, you can't even play Overwatch on the same screen. You have to have two separate like TVs, and I believe it's a 5 or a 6v6. Like, there's a team, so it's like something happened in Overwatch to where the person you're probably playing with this person as well, because it's really hard to play against somebody that you're friends with in Overwatch because they would have to start. So they had to be on the same team. So you're on the same team, same goals and objectives, and you were just something happened.
And in the same sense too, I play not the name drop because we're not getting paid from them, but Call of Duty, right? Like Warzone. I play Pokemon Unite. Right, and Pokemon Unite, so that is definitely one. If you go the wrong route, my instant thought is, bro. I mean, I'm glad they don't have like a communication setup. Yeah, like because I definitely tell somebody like I will kill you in your sleep. Go the right way.
Oh my god. Okay.
I
like it. And with that,
bring it back
we
around.
have come to the end of our podcast.
Oh shit! We gotta wrap it up.
For listening, we're glad to have Derek on here. He always has one in the chamber.
Oh my god! The fact that he did that callback was perfect. I don't know how. This was not planned. Anybody listening, this was not planned. That was a perfect callback to something Mookie himself has done, and we talked about today.
This has been the Waffle Up podcast. We thank you for listening. Till next time, peace and chicken grease.
Bye, everybody. Oh shit.